Hello everybody, it's me John and I'm back for another video, vlog, update vlog. Um, yeah, I have not uploaded very much whatsoever regardless either of my channels. I've not uploaded for at least a good 2 or 3 weeks. This vlog is literally the first one in a good couple of weeks. I've just kind of been taking a bit of a siesta, a break, away from vlogs and videos. I've not announced anything. I just, this happens sometimes, nothing bad's happened in the background, at least touch wood, not at the moment. I've just kind of been, my focus has been occupied with other things. It's life. I've just been working as normal, and I have mostly been kind of catching up and starting different new series on TV, Netflix and stuff. And so they've kind of been taking over my time, and also kind of the last couple of weeks have not been feeling too good. Mostly kind of been full of cold. I've been full of cold. I've had a real annoying, irritating cough, and my nose has been bunged up and sneezing a lot and everything. And I just that's kind of sapped me of any sort of energy to do videos as well, because I've been kind of, I think it's on its way out. I've still got a little bit of a irritating cough or whatever. If I talk, or whatever for too long, or anything, it seems to kind of set it off a bit. So obviously I need to talk in order to do a review, or like now a vlog. I need to talk in order to communicate with you guys. But yeah, I just yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's kind of like because I need to talk and everything, and I can't talk properly not for a long period anyway. Otherwise, I start coughing like I just did then. So that's partly part of it, and also I want to just kind of say is that I have noticed on my vlog channel the viewership since coming back from TF Nation back in August. Since all the TF Nation related post videos that I uploaded, like the vlogs, and anything relating to TF Nation since coming back, since those videos are now been up and have been viewed, I've noticed the last 2 or 3 maybe vlogs, maybe 4, are not really getting viewed. I generally think is because there has been quite long gaps, and I've only been uploading probably on the off chance maybe either once a week or whenever I can be bothered, like in this instance. And the way YouTube works, in order for people that follow you, you need to kind of at least upload at least once or twice a week in order to keep your videos being your viewers being to keep your viewers notified of when you upload. That's how it works. You need to kind of put a bit of effort in. But end of the day, I don't do YouTube as a career. I've always said YouTube is just a hobby. It's just something I do on the side of my working life and other things and stuff, and so there you are. I've always said that. So, but like I say, I mean, life's all about living. Life's about living, and it's not about constantly YouTubing, unless you are one of these lucky few that have to, and it is generally is their job. Like what I call a career YouTuber, that generally do get ad revenue and have X amount of subscribers and viewers and watchers and everything, so they have to keep a standard or schedule at least. But no, for me, you know, I don't have to worry about that, and I'm quite happy that I have that freedom to pick and choose when I upload, when I make videos, because when I do upload a video, I know there is going to be the faithful few that will be there to watch, and you know who you are. So that's at least what keeps me going. I mean, like I say, regardless of the viewership decline a little bit on my vlogs, I'm not going to stop making them, and I'm not going to stop. You know, I'm not going to kind of get rid of the channel, if that makes sense. This channel's still going to carry on for as long as possible. It's just, these things happen. You know, you do get slumps in viewership from time to time, and it's, everybody have lives of their own. People that subscribe to you, people move on. People have lives, or they just generally got just sick of hearing my voice, which I could probably understand, because I don't like the sound of my own voice either. So I'm with you there. But no, I just thought to dust off the camera, make a vlog, and just to let you guys know that all is good, all is fine with myself. I'm still alive, and I will be coming back to do videos soon. I just want to get rid of this bloody nagging, irritating cough, which is prohibiting me from really kind of like going to town with uploads and stuff like I was doing. There's still plenty of figures that I've yet to review that I got at TF Nation. Still some figures that I haven't even opened still. There's still a couple still in boxes, as you would have seen in on my main channel. I did a collection room update, and I showed off there's a couple of figures that are still sealed that I've not even played with or even opened yet. But yeah, I just haven't really had the creativity. I just haven't had the, you know, I just haven't felt like it really. That's just being honest. Just haven't felt like it. But hopefully this nagging, annoying cough is on its way out, and this cold I've had for the past couple of weeks, it isn't as bad. I have been kind of dosing myself up with paracetamol and cold flu tablet stuff and cough syrup and that over the past couple of weeks. Not all together, because that's not a good idea. But, you know, I have been kind of taking some kind of medication and everything, and to try and help it a little bit. So hopefully I'm not as bad as I was. I was a hell of a lot worse last week. I was literally just coughing a lung up. It felt like I was coughing a lung up. Yeah, looks like my dad and his girlfriend Jackie, looks like they're coming down with it, because they've been coughing a little bit as well. And so it looks like I've passed it on to my dad, and my dad's passed it on to Jackie. So there's 3 of us in the house at the moment, or there's 3 people that are currently, you know, got a nagging cough or whatever. But it's one of those things, it's that time of year, isn't it? It's that time of year, and it's all going round. It's making the rounds, and coming up to my birthday and coming up to Christmas, I always do kind of this time of year, or this point of time of year, I always do come down with some kind of infection or some kind of cold or flu kind of thing. So I'm kind of used to it at this point. But yeah. So what have I been up to? I just, you know, like I said, you know, I've been working. Work doesn't seem to be too bad at the moment. I'm not going to go into massive specifics, because you never know with it being YouTube. I'm going to be quite careful with what I say. But I mean, I'm more free to do it over. I'm a lot more free to kind of say certain things on Facebook, because why I say that is, obviously Facebook, I don't follow anybody. I ain't got anyone that I'm friends with or anything that I work with, and also I don't even mention about the place I work for anymore. So if there was to do a random search, they won't find me. And also, you have to physically be a friend of mine in order to see what I post. I've got the security settings set up to the point where you can't see anything until you actually do add me, and I do confirm your friend request. So that's how my Facebook's set up, and I've always had it like that because I don't want every Tom, Dick, and Harry people that I don't want everyone knowing everything. But only those that do care and those that I choose to have as friends on my social media accounts. But yeah, work's been alright. It's been a bit better. All I'm going to say is I was working in a different section. I was working in a different section for about maybe 3 or 4 months. And they moved me just out the blue. I was working in loading bay from when I started at the job I'm at now, and basically one day I got taken out of loading bay and put somewhere else, and I was working for, like I said, about 3 or 4 months at least, maybe a bit longer, give or take, and then all of a sudden I started kind of going back into loading bay just to kind of help them out on the odd time. And then this past couple of weeks, I was pretty much working. I was doing like a bit of mixture. I was working working in the other part of the factory, and then also helping out in loading bay. So I was kind of between 2 departments. And as of last week. Yeah, as of last Tuesday, as of Tuesday last week, I have been back in loading bay, hopefully full time. I had a quick conversation with my manager. He wanted me back in loading bay for whatever reason, so I'm now back in loading bay, which is the warehouse basically, where I work, there was some issues with certain individuals I was working with. Again, I'm going to be careful what I say there, but those individuals seem to have moved on, don't work there anymore, so they've kind of obviously been replaced since then with other people, and I seem to be able to get on with them a bit more and able to have a bit of a conversation with them, and that, well, kind of, there's still a language barrier problem, but I'm able to kind of just relax and be a bit more relaxed and more comfortable and have a bit of a laugh from time to time. So it kind of makes the day go by a bit quicker sometimes. It's always good to have that kind of environment where you can at least, where you can kind of have a bit of a laugh. Instead of it just being constantly serious and nobody says boo to a goose all day. There's nothing worse than that in my opinion. But yeah, it's things seem to be kind of going in a direction where I don't mind going in now. So yeah, that's that, and yeah, so that's that. So yeah, just been working and catching up on stuff, finishing off anime, starting new anime series. The other week I went to go and see Five Nights at Freddy's. I think it was the other week, or was it week before, can't remember, but I went to the cinema for the first time in quite a few months. I haven't been to cinema for a while, to be honest. I used to go to cinema probably every other weekend, every 2 or 3 weeks or something like that, quite regular. But recently I've not really been, but I went to go and see Five Nights at Freddy's. Personally, I wasn't very impressed. I noticed there has been quite a bit of a mixture of positive and negative reviews from other people as well as myself, I mean, mine isn't completely negative. You know, I was impressed with the practicality of it. I was impressed with the animatronic suits, the animatronics, the Freddy Fazbear and Chica and Foxy and Bonnie or Bunny or whatever we call them. You know, those characters looked really, really cool. They were really well done. But and also to make the aesthetic look of the sets as well, to make it look pretty much like the game, was really impressive. However, I wasn't really taken with the whole kind of relationship thing with the security guard. You know, kind of like, you know, the whole idea of him kind of struggling to kind of keep custody of his little sister. And I was like, this isn't in the games. Yeah, I understand for a live action film standpoint, you need to kind of put filler in order for it to work, because the first Five Nights at Freddy's game, or most of the Five Nights at the first, I would say probably the first 2 or 3 games are practically very similar. Just the animatronic suits change, which between every game the animatronic suits are different, but the first 3 are practically the same game, and you only start to get the backstory and the lore by playing the little games, the little 8-bit games that you unlock as you go through the game. And the whole idea of the Five Nights at Freddy's games is they are literally, you don't see any death, you don't see any blood. That's not the point of them. They're basically just they just make you jump, you know, jump scares. That's what they're known for. So, but when it comes to the lore, you basically have to play the little mini games and everything to understand, and there's certain things that you unlock throughout the games, and that's pretty much where you get your story per se, or where things start to unravel and you start to understand what's going on a little bit. So I understand they had to really kind of put some filler in there, because if they made a film literally as the game, it would be incredibly boring, even worse than I thought it was to begin with. But no, I mean, I wasn't overly impressed with Five Nights at Freddy's when it came down to the whole, you know, they had to it just felt very generic. The story was very generic, but yet I do have a lot of respect for the practicality of it and everything. But it's just, I just didn't like the idea of like the security guard and his personal life. You know, it's not about that. You know, it's not really about that. But I understand they had to do something like that for the film. But you know, some people seem to have enjoyed it. It seemed to have gone down quite well. It had a pretty decent opening weekend, which is interesting. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things. Those that know about the games and have played the games probably might have had a bit more enjoyment out of it. I've only really played the first game a little bit, and I've looked into, I've been looking on YouTube, and I've watched people's videos talking about the lore and like kind of like all the connecting points to different things that happen throughout the games. And so it's kind of interesting when you watch those videos. So that's kind of where I got my knowledge of the Five Nights at Freddy's games and the lore and everything is from those videos. But no, I wasn't massively impressed with it really when it came down to the whole, you know, security's, you know, kind of like he's looking after his little sister, or his parents have passed away or whatever out the picture, and you know, he's fighting for custody of his little sister, and I just thought it's a very generic story. And yeah, as a horror film, I understand like the whole idea of Five Nights at Freddy's, it's just jump scares, but there was very little jump scares in it, and you see a little bit of blood, but like you don't see how they're killed. Whenever somebody's killed, you don't see it. Well, you do. No, you do actually. You do actually kind of see one person get killed, and they do it on purpose because it's a reference to what happens in the games. So, which is fine. But for the most part, it's not about the gore aspect, which is I can understand as much. But but yeah, so that's pretty much going to be today's vlog. Otherwise, I'm going to start coughing up a bloody lung in a minute because constantly talking. But no, I just thought to kind of, you know, do a vlog, come and say hello, and hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's doing good out there. So yeah, I'm probably gonna be a bit absent still for a little while longer in regards to making videos. Yeah, I might be at least another week or so, maybe. It's just, I think it's on its way out, this cold and everything. My nose hasn't been as bad. It's just this bloody cough. It's the cough that's the killer at the moment. So once all that's out the way, and once I feel a lot more better, then I will start to resume the video process again. But yeah, that's going to be today's vlog. So thank you ever so much for watching. Thank you for your continued support on the channels, both of them, Mattiaf Nosey and this one. I will be coming back very soon, so take care of yourselves. Thank you for your support as always, and I will see you, and I will be back very soon. So, see you soon, people.